2, 1.
So, hey Max, thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about how you got started in BMX racing.
So, Dad used to race mountain bikes just locally, and that was sort of the goal, was to do that. But we were racing around the backyard, me and my little brother, and there was like, you can't start mountain biking until you're 12. So he called the council and found Park Orchards BMX Club. So we went down there, and then never really left.
And so, how long ago was that?
That was when I was 5, so 19 years ago.
Wow. And how old were you when you turned pro?
So in Australia, you can turn pro pretty early, so 14, just to get the competition. So as soon as it was Narang, that's the first race of the year, I was still, I guess, 13, but you get to race A Pro. So I turned pro, I guess, at 13 to race the local guys and just try and get as much competition as I could. So when I went overseas and when I did that stuff, I was ready.
So when was your first Supercross race?
First Supercross race would have been overseas, would have been in Chula Vista, 2013. I went after I did the world titles, which is the Supercross. It was indoor, so I guess first year junior in Auckland.
So you've done a few since. You've raced even the USA domestic Supercross series.
Yeah.
What makes Supercross racing different to standard everyday racing?
Yeah, it's full on. Like, the speed and the precision you need to get down that hill. Like, everyone is so similar now down the hill because everyone's practicing on it. So I did a couple in 13 and 14, and then had about a 5-year break, and then I'm getting back into it now just from injuries and whatnot. So getting back to that full speed is full on, and I went overseas and did a couple and did some World Cups and some domestic stuff, and it's just hours on the hill, hours racing dudes, because going down 8 wide that fast, 1,000 thoughts are going through your mind, so you just need to be able to shut that out and just head down and just charge.
So what's it like to race a Supercross in your backyard? I know you haven't actually hit a moto yet, but it must be exciting for you.
Oh, it's so cool. Like, I've been coming up here after work, driving up and doing the Thursday night gate nights, and just trying to get up here as much as possible, because we sort of get caught out a little bit going to Europe, and you get an hour and a half practice and then an hour on the day, and then you're racing. So to get used to the track in that short amount of time is full on. So to be able to feel comfortable on the track and go out there and just fine tune stuff rather than learning lips and learning landings is so cool. And just to hopefully have some hometown support. We're 2 hours from my house, so hopefully we can get some cheers going.
So you've got a bit of history here with Shepparton. You've had a couple of good wins. What was your most memorable race here?
National titles 2014 was pretty cool. I had a good season in junior. Won the Continental Championships on Thursday, and then the Nationals on the Saturday, so that was probably the coolest one. That was my first national title, and it'd been a culmination of about 10 or 11 years of trying, and it all came together.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank sponsors-wise to get you to this point?
Yeah, Chase and ECI have been a huge part for me. I sort of, as I alluded to before, had a bit of a chunk out, and they saw some things in me and took me up when I was, I guess, hopefully on the comeback up. And so yeah, huge thanks to those guys, and Sprint Block for just helping me get to where I am today.
And you do a lot of coaching with Sean. How's that working for you?
It's awesome. Just the training group that we have is just awesome. It kind of it raises the level. We get on the gate, and it's almost like a World Cup practice every time we get out there.
All right, sounds like your practice is just about up, so thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Good luck today.
Cheers.
Okay, come on now. Show us your legs, guys. Come on.
Whoa, most muscular.
Thank you. No worries. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.